So now that you are educated on the tool, and I assume fired up, how do you actually have the conversation with your customers, and how can you make money? Two good questions. First thing is, and this is a very important point, you need to have this conversation, introduce the tool in the normal course of business. You want to do this in a quarterly business review setting or monthly meetup setting or whatever it is. Whenever you touch your customers on a regular basis, you want to introduce this in that sort of setting. You do not want to have this conversation when there's a breach at hand or some sort of incident has happened, and you're trying to introduce a new product or new service. It just never goes over well. So we want to introduce this in a time of just a normal course of business. You also want to educate your customers on NIST and show them how they compare to their peers. NIST, again, is the National Institute of Standards and Technology. It's a government standard. They have one specifically for SMB, and our tool maps through all the controls in that tool. We also, when you run the assessment tool, we will compare that particular customer to their peers in the industry by vertical, by size, and geography, which really goes over well when you're trying to show them, how they actually stack up with their peers out there. And then finally, so how do you make money? You can do this in two ways. One is you can charge your customers performance assessments. Assessments in general to a firm that just does risk assessments is anywhere from $3,000 to $10,000 for an SMB. We recommend something much less than that with running our tool. And then you can also sell additional products and services from the results and recommendations that we provide. When we went through the beta phases tool, it was about 50-50 split on customers that said, hey, I'm going to run the tool for free because I know I'm going to get a lot of products and services add on to my recurring revenue with these customers. And then others said, hey, I'm going to actually charge for the assessment tool. We're in the assessment business. I'm going to charge for that. And again, at a much lower rate than I mentioned before. And then very few said, I'm going to do both. I'm going to both charge for the assessment, and then I'm also going to charge for products and services. I think, depending on your clients best, your industry best, and I think, take that into consideration when performing the tool and the assessments of what may your customers be able to stomach. So with that, just a quick and easy way to, again, have the conversation with your customers in a peaceful time, educate them on why they're doing this, and show them how they compare to their peers through sample reports. And then finally, you can make the decision, should you charge for the actual assessment, or would you like to just charge for the products and services that will be recommended through any of the critical or high areas that we find in the report. So good luck and happy hunting.